welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are a subscriber. My name is Valentine, and today I'm going to be doing a video that I thought a lot of you would like to see. So a couple months ago I made a tutorial on how to make your own DIY Tripp pants, and you guys liked it a lot, so I thought I'd be back with the same concept, you know, a little DIY on how to make your own Tripp pants but have a different design. So the piece that I'm making today is actually going to be a custom piece for one of my followers. They messaged me and they were like, hey, can you make a pair of pants for me? So today's the day that I'm going to be making the pants that my customer wanted. And while I make these, I kind of just also wanted to make like a tutorial if you guys wanted to make your own at home. But also, if any of you are interested in me making you a custom pair of pants, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. I would love to make you a custom pair of pants. If you haven't already seen my other video where I make a custom pair of Tripp pants, go ahead and watch that. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. Let's just go ahead and get started. So one of my followers messaged me on Instagram and they sent me reference images of what they wanted their pants to look like, or just some things from these pants that they wanted into their pants. And they also asked me if I could make these pants like zipper off into shorts. So after talking to my customer about what she wanted, I took all the aspects that she said she wanted and I drew up a design. If you want to do your own design at home, I recommend you know, getting the pair of pants that you want as your base, drawing out the front and the back, and drawing like important details like the pockets and you know, the belt loops, and just kind of make your design around the pants that you already have. So my customer wanted a pair of black pants with purple detailing and straps, so that's what my design is going to be today. So let's start with the front. So in the front, in between the first two belt loops, I'm going to have a V-shaped strap that is going to have grommets in it, and it is going to hold one of the straps that go to the back. And on the other side, I'm going to have the same exact thing, you know, the V-shaped strap with the grommets with a strap that goes to the back. And I already took measurements of how long I want everything to be, so the strap is going to be 50 inches. The V-shaped straps up here are going to be 13 by 2 inches. And of course, across the knee, or a little bit lower than the knee, I actually put the zipper. I have these little tiny straps with a chain, and there's D-rings there holding the chains in place, and I have it on the other side too. And here's the back. So the customer wanted like an X shape on the back pocket with grommets in it, and I have a D-ring coming off of the strap, and that's where it connects to the V straps on the front. And here's just the zippers on the back, and again the chains with the little D-rings on the sides of the bottom of the pants. I made a little list of stuff that I needed to get, and I do have a little pile of it right here, but I will also make like an official, like, you know, here's what you need to get if you're making this exact design, and I will also put everything that I'm using in the description. Alright you guys, so here's the pair of black pants that I'm going to be using for this project. I like to keep my designs as sustainable as possible, and I try to get as many secondhand materials as I can. So this pair of pants is actually thrifted, and it's just a pair of dickies, but I'm going to take that off and stuff. And then also for the purple detailing in this project, I'm going to be using another pair of thrifted pants, and I actually dyed these purple. They were white, but I dyed them purple, but both of these are thrifted. If you're doing this project, I recommend getting as many secondhand materials as you can, just because, you know, it's just more sustainable that way and more affordable actually. So I did dye a pair of pants purple for the detailing for this project, like the straps and, you know, the V stuff that's going to be up here. But you can use any color of pants that you want. Just make sure you have a pair of pants that are going to be like the canvas, and then another pair of pants, any color you want, that you can essentially use for the detailing. Alright, so to start off with this project, I'm going to be cutting all of the like detailing from these pants, but in order to do that, I need to cut out like the seams and the waistband and everything. So I'm just going to be cutting out the pants essentially, and then cutting down the seams so I can open them up and use them as like a full piece of fabric. One of the pant legs, and I made sure one of the sides was straight. I'm just using my cutting mat and cutting along the lines to make sure one of the lines is straight so I can cut everything. So first I'm going to be cutting like the V-shaped straps that are going to be in the front, and I measured those to be 13 by 2 inches. So I'm just going to cut 2 of those. Alright, I just cut those 2 strips, and now I'm going to cut the ones that kind of go like in an X on the back pockets. I just cut those. Now I'm gonna cut the long bondage straps that go from like the front to the back. I have a measuring tape and I measured the length of the bondage straps that I'm going to be making. For these pants, they're going to be 50 inches long and 2 inches wide. I didn't have enough fabric for it to be like one whole line, so I just cut 2 by 50 but in like separate portions, and I'm just going to sew them together. Alright, so now I just cut the little rectangles that I'm going to be using for the chains on the sides that are going to hold the chains. So I cut them 2 by 4, and what I'm going to do is fold them, and then I'm going to be putting the D-rings that I have like this on them, and then I'm just going to sew them onto the pants like this. So I cut 8 of these little rectangles that are 2 by 4. Alright you guys, so now I am at my sewing machine and I have the little rectangles that are going to be holding the D-rings on the bottom of the pants. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew them, right? I'm going to sew them so they're like inside out, and then I'm going to flip them right side out and then sew them onto the D-rings. Alright you guys, I'm back. I just finished sewing all of the little D-ring pieces together, and now I'm just going to be working on sewing all of the other pieces together. So what I'm going to do is just make strips. So I'm going to be sewing it inside out long ways, and then I'm going to be turning it inside out so I have these strips. And that's just what I'm going to be doing now to the detailing on the front and the back, and I'm going to be sewing the 50-inch long straps like that too. Alright you guys, so the next step for this project is I'm going to cut the pant legs where the zipper is going to be and where the pants are going to turn into shorts. So what I want to do before I cut is I want to measure the from the bottom of the tape to the end. So this is about 14 3/4. And I also want to do it to the other side just so we make sure, you know, it's even. And it's literally perfect. They're literally the same length. So now I'm just going to go ahead and cut right here. Alright, so I got my zippers here too. I made sure to get black ones so they match the black pants. You can get a different color, but this just blends in more, so I just got a color that matched the pants. And whenever you go buy zippers, make sure you get the separating kind, because then you know, you can take the pant leg all the way off. If you get the kind that doesn't separate, it won't come off, you know. So by separating, I just mean that whenever you unzip it, like one of the halves like completely comes off, you know. In order to like figure out what size zippers I need, what I did was I measured the width of the pant leg. So here it is about 10.5, 11. So then I just doubled it, right? Because like that's what goes all the way around. So what I'm gonna do now is I have the one side of the zipper with the teeth down. I'm just gonna sew this tab underneath right here, and then I'm gonna do it all the way around. Hi guys, I just finished sewing in the zippers on both of the pant legs. It turned out so good. They turned out so good. If you guys want a more full tutorial on how to make this, even though it was pretty self-explanatory, let me know in the comments and I can do a more detailed description on how to make like the zipper parts. So far we have the zippers in, and next I'm going to do the bottom of the pants where I have the D-rings and the chains. So what I did for the chains, I went to my local hardware store and I got 4 8-inch long pieces of chain, and they cut it for you. Cutting it yourself is usually a hassle unless you have like a bolt cutter, but I just asked them to do 4 pieces that are 8 inches long, and I'm gonna put them on the sides right here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sew the D-rings onto the bottom of these pants, and I'm gonna take them off of the pants just so I don't have to haul the whole pants onto my sewing table. Hi you guys, so for this next step, I just have the bottom of the pant leg right here that I took off the pants. But I have these little D-rings that I'm going to attach to the pants, and what I actually am going to do is hand sew them because I can't really get the sewing machine like where I want it to be on here. So I'm going just to be hand sewing these D-rings onto the pants. I'm doing 2 on the front and 2 on the back, as you can see, and then I'm going to be putting the chain like around it. You'll see when I'm done, but basically just wanted to let you know, guys, know that the next step is just to hand sew these on the bottom. So I just finished sewing on the D-rings onto the bottom of the pants. I sewed some on this side as well as this side because we're gonna have the chain going around, and right now I'm going to be putting the chains on the pants. Alright, I just finished attaching the chains to the pants, and I loved how they turned out. They look so freaking cute. And so I am going to go ahead and do the other side, and then I'll get back to you guys when both sides are done. So in the design for the back pockets, I have like a crisscross, like X over the back pockets, and there's grommets in them. So that's what I'm going to be, I'm going to put the grommets in the strips that I cut that are right here, and I'm just going to be sewing them onto the back pockets. Hi guys, so I'm currently in the bathroom because I'm going to iron all of these pieces that I am going to attach to the pants. I just have to iron them flat before I put the grommets in them, just so they lay flat. So that's what I'm going to do now. Hi guys, so I have all the purple pieces in front of me that I'm going to be putting grommets on. I just got these grommets from, I think, Joann's craft store, and what I did is I actually put little dots where I want the grommets to be. So that is a good idea beforehand, just to put dots where you want them to be. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put them on. So I just finished putting in all the grommets on the pieces that I am putting on the pants, and now I'm just going to attach them to the pants. I just finished sewing the like V sections in the front with the little D-ring, and I just sewed the X's that go across the back pockets. So the last thing that I need to do pretty much is, I have these bondage straps that I need to attach to the pants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew them onto these lobster clasps. And I only have 2 of them because I'm going to attach the other end of this to the D-rings right here. And I'm just gonna, put that together, and then I'll be back with you guys when I'm all done with that. Hi guys, I'm back. I just sewed on the bondage straps to the D-ring right here. I just used a straight stitch, and then on the back I used the little lobster clasp just to attach it to the back belt loop. And I also sewed in my tag because this pair of pants is for a customer, and the pants are all done. They're all done, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a try on for you guys right now. Hi guys, so here's what the pants ended up looking like. I'm just gonna model them before I ship them off to the customer. But we have the bondage straps that I made, and of course my favorite part is the X on the back pockets. On the bottom here we have the chains that we put on along with the D-rings, and of course these do zipper off into shorts. All you gotta do is zipper off the bottom pant leg here, And now you got a pair of shorts. And these are super duper cute shorts too. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys end up making your own and you post about it on Instagram or TikTok or wherever you make it, please tag me. I would love to see your designs. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video and I can't wait to see what you make. Bye guys.